What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Drivers Edition. Real quick, I'm out in the other vehicle, taking a quick drive to handle some business, but I want to get this video out because I've been slacking. So I was out at Bloomington Gold's Corvette event when I got a phone call from one of my friends. He's actually, like I say, still in the industry. When I say the industry, I mean the car industry. And he was telling me, yeah, man, you're right. You were right. And I'll just be honest with you, I didn't even know what that meant. So he was saying that the prices of the C8 had went up. But when he was having a conversation, when he said the price of the 2023 C8 went up, I was thinking he was talking about the initial price of the 2023 C8 went up. And that I'm like, yeah, it's kind of old news, but you know, I said the price was going to go up, but it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. So he was like, no, man, you were right. You were right. So let's get into this video about the 2023 Corvette C8 pricing going up and why my friend in the car business said you were right. So my friend works at a Chevy store in the suburbs of Illinois, and he called himself giving me a heads up. But like I said before, I was technically in Bloomington, Illinois, Normal, Illinois. So my friend works at a Chevy store in the suburbs of Chicago, and the reason why he was saying I was right was because the 2023 Corvette C8 pricing just went up. And those that you've been following me, you know I've said in the past that I expected the 2023 Corvette C8 base pricing to go up around $3,000, close to $3,000. Well, when the pricing went up only about $1,000 back in April on the memo that GM sent out, I got a lot of criticism. But at the end of the day, like I told people back then, I really can't understand how they can justify selling the car with only a $1,000 increase, but maybe they know something I don't know. But this past weekend, like I said before, I was in Bloomington, Illinois, Normal, Illinois, at Illinois State University, attending the Bloomington Gold Corvette event, and I got that phone call from my friend at the dealership, and apparently GM has raised the prices around $2,300. Now, with that $2,300 increase plus the original $1,000 increase, what we started to realize is my prediction of them going up for $3,000 in 2023 on the base C8 has come true. Not only that, I'm not saying I'm psychic, I'm just sitting there saying that since I've been in the car industry back in the early 2000s, that I can see trends. And this Corvette trend right now, as I would call it, it's pretty much, if you pay attention to the rest of the world, the Corvette cannot, I say, just be exempt from everything else that's going on. So with the price of gas going up, transportation costs has to go up. With the price of parts going up, food going up, and things of that nature, minimum wage has went up. So with all these increases, there was definitely, to me, writing on the wall that the Corvette C8 pricing had to go up. So what does that mean for 2023? Well, for 2023, what that means to me is that now the Corvette base C8 price has adjusted like I expected it to, and we're also pretty much in the last week of spring. I'm expecting us to find out Z06 pricing somewhere within the next 3 weeks. And once the Z06 pricing comes out, I expect 3 weeks from that, or somewhere within 3 weeks of that pricing announcement, that orders will start being placed or allocations will start to come out, and then we will see orders being placed, and then all the craziness around the Z06 will start to happen as we probably see one touch base, well, touch down, I would say late August, early September. So the best thing I can sit there and say is I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see 5 to 10 owners of a Z06 Corvette at Corvettes in Carlisle. That's my prediction. I feel like that week we're going to have some Corvettes touch the ground. So Corvettes in Carlisle are supposed to be around, like, I think the 25th, 26th, and 27th of August this year. I'm predicting somewhere around that week, the week of the 25th, that we'll probably see a Z06 touchdown, and somebody decides to show up at Corvettes in Carlisle with a Z06. If not, there will at least be some YouTube videos of somebody in a Corvette. That is my prediction. I would say no later than Labor Day, but let's see what happens. Like, so far I've been wrong, but in a lot of cases I've been right. Real quick, guys, I don't know if you know, I have a $250 gas card giveaway going on right now. You can buy a raffle ticket. We're raffling off $250 in gas cards. We originally started out sticking with Shell and Exxon Mobil, but I think I'm going to expand this to probably like Speedway and BP. So feel free to get your raffle ticket. You can win up to $250 in gas cards to help give you a break at the pump. So all you have to do is buy a raffle ticket or go to the website and buy some merchandise. And for every $5 you spend, we'll give you $5 equivalently in raffle tickets to be entered to win the $250 in gas card giveaways. So get you a break at the pump and take your chance to win $250 in free gas. But let's get back to the video. So now, what does that mean? Well, here's my viewpoint, and I guess you could say it's speculation because it's not confirmed or anything. But now that the 2023 pricing has went up like I projected, the Z06 pricing should come out. But I want you to see this. So this is what the new pricing reflects for 2023. And with this new pricing information, to me, it's almost impossible, and I say that again, it's almost impossible for the new Z06 to come out and start out anywhere less than $90,000. And that's always been my projection. Like I said, I expect it to be somewhere around $92,995 to $94,995 for starting point. And I feel like with these new price adjusted numbers, that's kind of what we're going to see. Now, if it still comes at $89,995, that would be amazing. I would give Chevy some props. But because we know the E-Ray, the electric / gas engine Corvette is coming, and it's supposed to be the midpoint between where it used to be the Grand Sport, I feel like that still has to come in there somewhere, which is going to push the Z06 pricing up. So when you know there's an entry-level, mid-grade model coming, you have to always keep that in the back of your mind as consideration too. So if you're asking me, the Z06 is going to be a mid-$90,000 vehicle, which I've said several times in my previous videos on chasing the Z06, the pricing of the Z06 and things like that. So you can always go back and check out the information on that and see how I came up with those numbers. Now with the new pricing out for the 2023 Corvette C8, what does that actually mean? What has changed? How is that working out? So this is just my input on it. I told people last year into 2020 when the Corvettes were being priced $5,000 above MSRP, $10,000 above MSRP, $15,000 above MSRP. I told people then that if you're complaining about getting a Corvette at MSRP, the economy, this whole car industry, everything that took place because of COVID is not going to fix itself overnight, and it's probably going to be 2025 before you see some normality in the auto industry. And when I say normality, not back to normal what we're used to, but the new normal. So if $5,000 or $10,000 over MSRP is stopping you from buying a car, buy the vehicle. I've said that so many times. But what you're seeing now is because I told people back then said the Corvette pricing would change, that GM is going to make more cars next year and so forth. And I told him it wasn't going to happen. And 3 model years in, we still haven't eclipsed 27,000 cars being produced. Now, with that being said, everybody that held off saying they were going to buy their car at MSRP, and my prediction has come true. This is where the whole what you said has come true come in. One, I said the Corvette C8 for 2023 would go up by $3,000, or close to $3,000, and raising the initial base price. The second thing I sat there and said was that they would not make 30,000 Corvettes within the first 3 to 4 years of the Corvette C8 coming out. We are 3 model years in. There has not been 30,000 Corvettes produced as of yet. And honestly, if we eclipse it for the 2023 model year, that will be great. I think we will get close. The third thing I said, and this is all back from 2020 until now. The third thing I sat there and said was that if you were holding off from buying a Corvette C8 because of a $5,000 or $10,000 markup back in 2020 and 2021, that most people would not see a car until 2023. And then when you did see your car in 2023 or a 2023 model year vehicle, that $5-10 grand that you're arguing and complaining about not spending, the base price of the car will almost beat that $10,000 swing when you get to a pretty much Z51 2LT Corvette C8. And despite what anybody believes, that the taxes would change and that most dealers will find a way to force on either a extended warranty or an increased delivery / dealer fee to get the car. And so far, all of that has happened. So that's why my friend said, man, you've called it. Everything you've said so far has been true. And it's kind of crazy because people don't like to believe what you're saying. And I said, that's because I've been in the industry before, and what you're seeing is not new. It's very common. It just never lasted this long. But due to many contributing factors, not just COVID, but supply chain issues and other things, part shortages and so forth, that's why we're at where we're at today. So that's my prediction on the Corvette C8 market, and that was back in 2021, I would say somewhere right around June. So with all that being said, we can fast forward to today, and like I said again, expect to hear Z06 pricing somewhere within the next 3 weeks. Once the pricing information comes out, I would say give it 3 weeks before allocations are allotted. And then once the allocations are allotted, I would say somewhere around the week of Corvettes in Carlisle, the first Z06 will be hitting dealerships. So that's my prediction. That is what I say is going to happen based off this new information that we've getting about the Corvette pricing. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have some comments, you want to ask some questions, you want to see how I got to this figures, we can talk about it. Drop me a comment. I love talking with you guys. Tell me what your thoughts are, and we can have an interesting conversation about it. I appreciate all the support. Continue to watch the channel. Again, don't forget about the gas card giveaway. And if you're looking to get a 4th of July t-shirt, go ahead and order that. As long as you get your orders in, I'll say by June 26th, you should see it in time for the 4th of July. I appreciate the support. I appreciate all the love. Until the next one, I'll see you in these streets. ICNV Drivers Edition. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join the ICNV Driver Edition community. Thank you guys for tuning in again.